Hello everyone. Hello, hello. Sorry. Time gets away from me. Hello, hello. Is anyone here? Can you hear me? What's going on? I can't get this headset to stay on my head right. I've got projects that I got going on today. Hello, Lisa. So I am just going to glue a little bit while I am waiting for people to get here. Hello, Claudette. Hello, Vicky. Hello, Diana. Muriel. I am in the middle of madness today again. So I thought a little bit, I had a lot of fun yesterday. And I will show you what I was up to yesterday. Because I had a lot of fun and it's been a while since I got immersed in a project. So, hi Susan. I might need another magazine here. Hi Linda. Hi Debbie. Messy is our wonderful Vicky B, from Art Experiments. So if you guys are wondering who that is, oh, just had a baby. Congratulations, Grandma. Congratulations. That's fabulous. Hi, Joy. YouTube's not been giving out their notifications very well here lately, so I want to give YouTube a chance to get a move on that. And if you're watching the recording, I do record, or I do live stream every Tuesday, usually. Every Tuesday and Sunday. Right? Irit, is that correct, Irit? I do live stream every Tuesday and Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. I have quite a few people that come into the chat. Hi, Mitzi. Seen you in a bit. And they're a great group, and it's a lot of fun to come into the live streams. If you get a chance to come into a live stream, I would suggest doing it. You can ask questions. I try to demonstrate stuff when people have questions and things like that. So it's a really fun group. They have a lot of fun chatting with each other and chatting with me, and they usually art along. A lot of people art along as I am talking and messing about. So it's just fun. It's just fun. So if you can show up, please do. What else have I got to say? Any other announcements? Any other announcements? Hi, Veronica. I am just doing some boards. I used to do this a lot when I lived in Alabama. Before my live streams, I would start gluing and stamping and painting on these, what I called they're boards. They're just pieces of cardstock. And I came across them yesterday, and I had a purpose for these. and I'm going to show you what I'm doing. Is there anything else I need to announce before I get started? Before we get started, having some fun. Live streams every Tuesday and Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Hi, Julia. So I am talking to Carrie at Montgomery, Alabama. Hi, Vicki. I am talking to people in the chat, so I get distracted sometimes. Somebody asks a question, and I try to answer questions and things for people that are here. So sometimes I forget to say something, or there's a question or whatever, and so they remind me that I need to say something about something. And so I'm answering people. I'm talking to people. I'm not just talking to myself. Usually. I did mean to use Instagram today, and I just ran out of time. I was cutting up paper and stuff for today. Alright, I think I need to change that page. I got glue all over. Of course, I've got glue on my hands now. Okay, so what I'm doing here, and I want to get a move on so I can get a lot of stuff done. I say that and then don't get anything done, or hardly get anything done. Okay, my wet ones they just do not want to stay closed. All right, hi Emma, let's get the show on the road and get a move on. All right. So, been stamping. I've been doing all kinds of stuff. I made a book this morning. Supposed to be doing other things, but as Shannon Green would say, I got me a wild hair. Can't do it like she does. Hi, Leslie. Did you get your notification? So, I definitely got a wild hair. Like I said, I found some of the boards that I had done. Let me just put this stuff away where I can find it again. In Alabama. And it's been a while. It's been like over a year since I did this. So I need to start doing this again, because this is really, really fun to do. Number one, it's a no-brainer. Just do stuff. And what I'm doing is just gluing little bits of paper, book pages, what else? Magazine images and tissue paper and security envelopes and all kinds of stuff. I glue bits like you saw me do. I glue some bits on to a piece of cardstock. And then I start stamping. Here's some spirograph play. I start stenciling, adding some paint, adding some doodles, just messing around and not really creating a whole lot of anything. Just on both sides. On both sides. Oh, the phone. Hi, Raven. I guess that's the way a lot of people got to do it, because YouTube is horrible about notifications. I don't know what their problem is. So if you put it on your own phone to remind you that you've got an appointment, appointment, right, Vicki? It's an appointment. It's a long-standing appointment. Then that will help, because YouTube, it's just horrible, you know, and I get it from a lot of people that YouTube just is horrible. So I've dripped some paint, I've done some spray inks and some watercolors. This one doesn't have anything on the back. I'm going to have to work on this because I really like the way this side looks. Okay, so that's what I would do. I would just start working on some stuff, And I think I'm going to continue doing that because these are cool and these are fun and these don't really take up a lot of time, but they really look cool when you get going on them. So I came across these yesterday, and I remembered what I had actually started doing these for, and decided I was going to stop doing all the things I'm supposed to be doing. And part of that was I got up really early today because the renovators woke me up, or actually they started coming at 8 o'clock, and there must have been a horde of 20 of them. 20, at least 20 of them buzzing around the outside. They didn't knock until 8:25. I had told the office on Friday that they would not be able to make a bunch of noise today, and they were not told, so they expected to be renovating in here today. So, hi Kristen. We had some not so happy campers today. Anyway, so I came across those papers, and I remembered that I wanted to make a book out of them. Now, I didn't necessarily want to make a 3-tiered book, but I thought, yes, they can. Those boards, those pieces of cardboard can be great for ATCs, postcards. They're great for anything. So if you have a little bit of time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, glue a couple pieces of paper down, put a little bit of paint on to let dry, some stamping, some stenciling, get some aggravation out. They're great just to have to do something with later. And so I was actually going to make a collage book from some of them, but I decided I would make a little 3-tiered book. And I'd actually started thinking about painting paper for the cover, and last minute I decided, you know what, I'm just going to get a piece of corrugate cardboard, and I'm just going to paint it just directly, and I want to put some more paint on the edges here. I got the paint out. Paint is very messy, and it's not my favorite thing in the world to do. So I didn't really want to spend a lot of time painting paper to put on the cover. So I kind of skipped a step, and I liked the way it turned out. So what I did was I took 3 of the cardboard 8.5 by 11 sheets that I had messed around with, and cut them up into strips, folded them, made signatures, and made the cover. I just painted the cover, the piece of cardboard, folded it about the right size, and sewed those signatures in. So, hi Leslie. Did I say hi to you? Yes, I did say hi. So it's a very abstract kind of book, but it's got a lot of great backgrounds to it. I can add doodling or little sketches or magazine images or anything. Little fish bits, little fish bits. Oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry, Leslie. I'm sorry. So it gives a good, it's just, I think that this one I'm going to leave just the way it is. with all the little bits and pieces of painted whatever. And so this is what I was doing yesterday. I finished it up yesterday, and I really like it. So it was still on my mind this morning when I got up, and I got up earlier than I normally get up because of my nonsense. And I didn't, usually I will, I read my emails in bed. I read them on the tablet so I can kind of get an idea of what I need to do first thing and kind of organize my day. And I didn't go back and I didn't read all my emails, so I'm a little behind today. But what I did do was painted another couple of pieces of cardboard, and I stamped some of my little bits of the mulberry paper and that handmade paper that I have. I got out my handmade stamps and I stamped a bunch, and it seems like there's hardly anything in here now that I'm looking for all the stamps. I can't see it, but half of these papers are actually stamped with stuff. So here I did this morning. I actually did 2 covers, and I just took the piece of cardboard. Here, I can take these out because these aren't sewn in yet. I don't want to get them all mixed up though. I just took a piece of cardboard, painted it all up, stamped it with my stamps, folded it into a cover, and then I took my little pieces and cut them. I think these are like 1.5 inches or less. The biggest one is 1.5 inches this way. And then I kind of left them that way and kind of cut them off if they were too long. And then stamped all these little bits. Well, not all of them. Some of them I just left as interesting paper. But I got my handmade stamps out and started stamping stuff. Having a grand time. It takes a long time to stamp. I must have been working at this for an hour at least. And then put them in little signatures. And it took me probably half an hour to sew all that in. This one is just a single signature. You can see I just kind of folded them in half. Hi, Gigi. And so I just sewed them in with a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Of course, we can't see it. And I did the tying on the outside. Come on. Come on. Come on. I did the tying on the outside. I thought it would make it look a little, since it was pretty rough anyway, the pages are not cut precisely. I didn't measure anything. I just kind of threw it in there. The pages are kind of chopped up and all that stuff. Hey, Scotty. So this one, I might have needed to put a little bit more paper in there, but the signature was really fat as it is. So I don't know. I think there's 35 pieces of paper in each signature. So it's called character. It's called unique. It's called Yeah, I'm not saying that, and I kind of wanted it to be not perfect. I wanted the stamping to be a little off. I wanted the edges to be a little ragged. I wanted none of the pages to be exactly the same size. I really wanted it to look worn and interesting. It's, unique. It's unique. So I'm not saying, perfect. Perfect, is overrated. I'm trying to convince myself. Is it working? Is it working? Perfect is overrated. So I'm having a wonderful time. Um, I'm really having a nice time not thinking about all my other nonsense. Even though I'm supposed to be doing my taxes, I haven't started doing that yet. So, and I kind of wanted to get this one all sewn together. Which one do you like better, Scotty? Do you like the three-tiered one? This one's going to be a two-tiered one, but it's going to have 3 signatures in it when I get it all sewn together. And I did have a grand time making these and have plenty of papers to do more. I like the look of the cardboard, just the painted cardboard as a cover. Instead of covering the cardboard, you want to touch it, keep doing what? You guys? Two tiers, 3 signatures is the one you like. Scotty, put it in. Put it in caps if you're talking to me. And getting my stamps out, I want to do another video on making stamps again. I seem to want to be doing all kinds of stuff finally. It's finally all coming back to me. I'm able to put my nonsense aside a little bit and think about, creating and enjoying the process and making some videos. But I can't do the videos at this point because I have other things that I need to do. So thank you, Susan. Having a good time is important. And I love little books. So this is kind of like the book that I made. Was it Sunday that I made that other little book? Oh dear, Scotty. Well, thank you, Kristen. I like to come up with new things. I like to do something different. Anyway, so here's so I've been looking at these, all morning. This one, I had so much fun doing this one yesterday, and it was really easy. I did kind of take some of the steps out of making them. Like I said, I didn't cover the cardboard for the cover. I usually paint a piece of paper and cover up the cover, but I really like the way it looks. It's rough and rugged, and hello, Cheryl. So I'm liking this. So here I am, and I was asking Scotty. I really enjoyed making it. It might need some more stamping in it though, because I can't seem to find much of the stamps. I might have to stamp more in this one, but I'm thinking that I will start making some of these and putting them up for sale. because I think they're really cute. And I really like them. So, can I tell you the paint? The paint that I used was mostly metallic folk art paint. This is 2 of them. I have, I put them away because I didn't have enough room for them. I liked the, sorry, I'm getting away. I can't reach them. All right. I think these are the ones I had. Sorry. I'm tethered to the I keep forgetting that I'm tethered. I'm leashed. To you like them? Oh dear, I created a monster. For these 2 covers, I did. This is a peridot. I don't know how to say that. Green, the pure gold, and the Inca gold. So there's 2 different golds. This one is the bright red, but it's really pink. It's not really bright red. I did use the green or the sapphire, and this one is amethyst. So that's what I used for the covers, because I thought, oops, I better not mess around with that one because it's not sewn in. Because I thought that it matched the colors of the mulberry papers and the handmade papers pretty well. These colors kind of mimicked those. So I thought that they would all go together pretty well. So that's what I used, these guys, for the covers. And I am planning on doing some more covers and stuff today. So that's what I want to show. I want to show how I made this one first. That one was a little fussy and a little rough, and it was really hard on my fingers trying to get it through. So sorry guys, trying to see chat here. Hi Lisa, bye Lisa. I think I missed you. You like the long slender one? I probably will do a bunch of different variations. I've got quite a few of these little papers, and I do have some other things I need to do first, but I was just curious what people Peridot. Okay, thank you. So you guys like the idea of the, am I still here? Did I mess around with things too much? Peridot. Okay, peridot. I got it. Peridot. All right. So let me put this one aside until I have it all situated so that I can just sew it in. I just ran out of time. I was trying to get it done and didn't get a chance. I didn't expect this to take me half an hour to sew. Trying to get through all those little papers was a little rough on my hands. But yeah, I think it turned out well. And I like these as well. This one, I like this one too. So I showed the board. This is what I started out with for the pages. These kinds of things. Peridot, peridot, peridot. Oh, look, it's Hottie Popo. Oh, dear. Hello, Susan. Stop wagging those shiny things. So you guys like the little ones more than you like this one. Is that what you're trying to say? Is that what you're trying to say? So we'll do a Cheryl, you started your first glue book. Yay! That'll be fun. Sounds great. You like all of them. So I'm going to show how to do this one because this one is it's a little more, this is what I planned. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. It's the one I planned. Okay, so so I started off with three this size, 8.5 by 11s, and I had 3 of them. This one I need to put some stuff on the back, and they look kind of just like this, with little bits of paper, some paint, some stamping, some stenciling, some tissue paper, just really random. Send them to you so I don't have to look at them anymore. You like the big one? So we're gonna do another one of the big ones. So this is what I started for the pages, okay? So I just wanted to get that situated, all right? And what I am doing, I am making another one today. We're going to make one together, and I'm going to show you exactly how I went about doing it. What I like about this one is that the pages are all different sizes. They're different heights and they're different widths. So it makes them more, not so perfect, but I think they're more charming. I think it's more interesting. I like the different size pages, and I've done this in many different books, and I thought I would try it out with the 3-tiered books. I wasn't sure if I would like different size pages in a 3-tiered book, but I do. I like it. So I started out with 3 of these pieces of paper, okay, and so I have these pieces of paper. I'm trying to do it quickly, trying to get it done in. So what I had done with this one, I'm trying to get it done in the stream time, so you guys can go out and make yourself your own. What I did with this one is I cut it in half, cut the papers in half this way, and made my strips this way. And I don't remember how wide I made the strips, but I thought it was a little bit bigger than I wanted. So what I'm going to do this time is I got 3 pieces of paper, and these pieces didn't have any collage bits on them. They're just painted. They just have painted and stamping and stenciling, that kind of thing on them. So that's what I had. So I've got 3 of the 8.5 by 11s, and I cut 4 inches off one side. So I've got 4 inches and 4.5 inches, so that I have different widths of papers here. They're not all exactly the same width, okay? So I cut it 4 inches off, and then I started cutting, I think they're 1.5 inches tall, so that I would have a smaller book, okay? Then I went ahead and I did cut out a piece of cardboard to make my book. So we're making a smaller book, okay? Okay, what's going on? What is going on? What am I missing? What do you mean I have no idea what I've done? I don't understand. All right. I guess I better just ignore you guys, because you guys are, I think you guys are being mean to me, but I'm not sure. This is an emergency need to make a book situation. Oh, thank you, Debbie. You like the books? All right. You like the books? So I decided I wanted one that was just a little bit smaller than this one. So I made, and I think it's this high. So I cut a piece of cardboard to make the cover out of. And so I am going to put some paint on this cover so it will dry. And then I'm going to worry about some pages, and I need an under paper so I can get to the edges. So I can get to all the edges. And you love the books. Oh, thank you, you guys. You guys are sweet. No, I enjoy my books, so, you know, it's not like it's wasted on me. I never have opened this paint. There's still plastic on this paint. I guess I've never used this color. It's time that I used it. So I am just going to put some paints on here. Oh, here's another one that's never been opened. I don't use a lot of pink. Can you tell? I don't use a lot of oh, I have no clue. No. I'm glad you guys like them. I like to do projects that people would want to do. That's what I'm trying to. And like I said, I've been having a great time with these guys. So I know if I'm enjoying them, I thought that maybe you guys would too. So I want to show you how I went about making them. And I want to put paint on both sides. This is really pink. I am not so sure that I can handle all this pinkness. But my pages are kind of pink, so let's see what happens here. Let's add some of this light pink. You don't like them at all? Send them all to you. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, you guys are funny. Let me put the metallic on the top. And I think when I did the other cover, I did a little bit of stamping in between the paint layers, so it looked more layered. It did look a little bit more layered. Oh, and here's another one that I haven't opened. I think I was trying to use up my other paints before I opened these. And I don't know if I did that or not. Oh well. I did run out of a little bit of time. So I need to grab something, get a move on. And I will just stamp on top when it's dry. Set it aside, let it dry. Oops. Shake it up before you pour it. And then I wonder why my paint goes bad. Ooh, that's a nice shimmery kind of color. I like that one. This one is Deco Art Metallic Festive Red. Ooh. Still looks a little pink, but it's kind of nice. Ooh, it's festive, all right. See, that's more red than this one is the one I was using. This is the Folk Art Bright Red Metallic, and it ends up being, well, of course, it looks almost exactly alike now. It looks really pink when you get it going. All right. So I've got quite a bit of paint on here, and I am going to let that dry and come back to it in a minute. Actually, one more thing. Let's spray a little bit of stuff on. I sprayed on this one, so let me spray a little bit. Just so it looks kind of the same. All right. So now I've got a dirty stencil thing and don't know what to do with it. All right. I'm going to put this to the side. Are you guys still with me? Sorry, I kind of got distracted there with the painting. All right. So this is how I went about doing my pages. Okay. Hi, Patty Tolley Parrish. Oh, I shouldn't have said that out loud, huh? You're taking a sanity break from work. Shh. No one will say anything. Sorry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold the pages. Now, I want them all to be different, so I'm not always folding them entirely in half. I am kind of doing some of them kind of askew. Some of them are in half, some of them are more than others, but just kind of generally the same area. We don't want them all the same, so I'm not going to measure how much I am folding over, and this is going to take forever, so I'm going to cheat and do more than one at a time. And they're all different heights. Okay, so bye, Patty. Thanks for stopping by. Didn't mean to call you out. So that's what I'm going to do, is just fold them in half-ish. Not too many at a time, so they're all kind of different. And then I think I'm going to do the 3-tier thing because you know I like the 3 tiers. And I like the 3 signatures for each tier. So I think I will go ahead and make 9 signatures. Okay, hi Tina. So I'm going to make 9 piles. See if I have enough room for 9 piles. Right? Do we have enough room? The small ones out first, so I've got small ones everywhere. Got all the small ones. There's another small one. And then get the medium ones. Oops. Nope, that's not 9 piles. Yep, can't count today. Let's see. We need small ones in each one. So that's 2, 2. Alright. Alright, now we've got 9 piles. So much for me being able to count. And just going to see how many pieces I've got in each. And I've got 4 extras. I may put those in the center somewhere, but that's what I've got. Okay? So my next thing, I kind of want my cover to dry because it goes pretty fast if you've got your paint all ready to go. I might have to, I want to do some stamping on here. So I may have to dry this so I can measure what I need to make the cover. So I only have 4. Oh, those are too similar. Let me switch those out. I want them different. I want them real different. That one over there. So what I am going to do, need a really big one over here. So that one's got 5. That's an extra one. Did I not count them correctly? They all have 4. This one's got 5. Maybe able to cut some off. But 9 piles of goodness. Alright, I'm going to use the heat gun real fast just to dry this up. I would like to put some stamping on here, but I want to make sure it's all dry first. So I'm going to mute so you don't have to listen to the gun, the heat tool. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, sorry, I had to take a drink of water too. Alright, we're running out of time here. Alright, so I do have all my handmade stamps out here where I was playing around this morning. I have some leaf stamps and some of those things. So let me just randomly stamp some stuff on the cover. Pass the chocolate, Tina. Pass the chocolate. And let me get my under paper signature out here so I can get to the edge without getting my table all messy. Hi, Patricia. And I am planning another video for making some handmade stamps again. I want to make some more, so I'm going to do that soon, I think. I hope I have time to do something soon, because I've got some more of these O-rings I want to mess around with. Let's see, let's use one of the leaf stamps. I was using this one, so let's continue with that since it's all mounted, ready to go. Imagine that, circles. You guys, stop teasing me. Stop teasing me. Don't tease the fish. So yeah, I'm going to do another quick little video putting together some more stamps. People really like the homemade do-it-yourself stamps. Not sure why. I think I like them because I've been out of focus this entire time. I like them because it makes the project feel like it's my own. There we go. How much did you miss? Uh-oh. How much did you miss? It depends. The girls are going to tell you that you miss seeing. Oh, I think I want some more stamps. This isn't enough. This isn't enough. Let's do this circle. Let's do this one. I probably should be stamping in other colors as well, but I think this is going to be good for this one. For the cover anyway. I was showing some of my newest obsession, my newest trying to not do my work stuff, you know. been making some little mini books. Alright, so I think that's enough stamping on here. Let's get these out of the way. I need to do the cover because I need to see how I need to fold the cover. And I think I need to make it this way. And I've just messed up all my little piles, guys. You know, you would think I'd know what I was doing here. You know, you'd think. Alright, so my cover is about 5 3/4 inches wide. My pages are about they're a little bit more than 2 1/4 folded. So if I did 2 1/2, would that give me enough of a spine? Let's make it just off of 2 1/2. Now let's see how wide my spine is. I did not really do any math. I just kind of cut out a piece of cardboard and said this is going to be my cover. So almost 2 1/2. So I'm going to score it there, bend the cardboard, and then do the other side as well. Same amount. Oh, that's a great big huge spine. So yes, we're going to have to do almost too big. I'm going to have to cut some more paper up. Guys are talking about the Facebook group, Art Experiments. If you're not a part of Art Experiments and you're watching the recording or the live stream here, Art Experiments is a group on Facebook. It's a great place to post pictures of projects. Now, I had 3 or 4 pieces of paper in each signature, so I'm trying to, since I messed up my piles here, I'm trying to grab 4 pieces of paper for each signature. I want 3 signatures. I'm just trying to see if I've got enough, which I do not. I do not. So I'm going to have to cut some more paper. So in the meantime, let's see, do I have some more that I can cut? You know what? I might have to take a time out and go over to, I might have to add these yellow pieces. Might have to add some yellow. Because I don't have enough. My spine is way thicker than in my experimental one. That was a really thin spine. So I probably should have made it a little bit deeper. I hope that I don't have problems with some of these papers in here, but I don't think I'm going to. So I am going to cut these two pieces of paper. I think the yellow will be fine. I don't think it's going to distract at all from it. This one might be a little distracting because none of the other had anything glued onto it. So what do I have instead? I don't have anything instead. This one only has stuff on one side, so that's not going to work. I have to finish the other side. Well, fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks. I'm going to have to add some more papers to this. Or make another cover. One that's not quite so wide. And I think that's the direction I'm going to go in, because I don't really want... This really doesn't match the things. So let me just paint up another cover. See, this is what it goes wrong. Things go wrong. Things don't end up the way they're supposed to. I'm just going to stamp a little bit on this cardboard, and this is the corrugated cardboard. Oh, Cheryl, you are so sweet. Thanks so much. You are so sweet. Thank you so much. I have a super chatter in the chat. You are fabulous. I do have, I don't think I announced it. There's links to the 3-tier book quick flip in the description box below. There's also a link for the tutorial for that book. You guys, you know the 3-tier book. You all love it. A super chatter is, there's a $ on the bottom of the chat box there. It's like a tip jar, and I also have a tip jar that is attached in the description box below as well. It's like a tip jar. Now when she does chat, and I was hoping that you would chat again because it's disappeared for me now, and your name isn't in a different color, and I was hoping that they had fixed that. I think the last time you did that, it didn't fix it. It wasn't. I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it. So hopefully they'll fix it eventually. But it's like a tip jar. There's a tip jar in the description box below if you appreciate my projects and the time that I do the live streaming and it still shows up. It showed up green for until it disappeared, and then it just, oh, look at my hands. Okay, that's enough of the stamping. Let me put some paint on here while I am talking. Yeah, it was green for just a couple minutes, and then it just kind of went away. And I did I put it away? Yes, I put it away. My under paper. You can see the grooves of the cardboard. I am not sure yet, Ada. Hello, hello. I have not had really a chance to think about all of that yet. the paint is getting into the grooves of this. It's going to be quite an interesting little paint job, I think. I haven't decided exactly what I want to do yet with Patreon and all that stuff. I think I'm just going to leave it as is for now. This month is a crazy month for me, so I won't be able to really deal with changing anything this month at all. So I'm just going to leave everything as is and get my videos up and think about it later. Well, thank you, Ada. Yeah, since Ada has brought up the subject while I'm sitting here putting paint to this board, Patreon, it's a wonderful platform for artists to help their income so that they can continue doing what they do. But Patreon takes quite a bit in fees. Quite a bit in fees. So I did start the tip jar because I am thinking about changing over, doing something different. And so I have started the tip jar to see how that would work, how it would go. So that link is in the description box below. If you enjoy what I do here and would like to see me continue to make videos, I do have to make a living, and that choice is either work at McDonald's at this point, because I have been out of the workforce for a while. Can't imagine, but that's probably what I would have to do. And I would not have the energy to continue making videos. If I were to go to work, you know, full time, it's exhausting, and being on somebody else's schedule is just, you know, it's tiring. And I just wouldn't have the time or energy to be doing the videos. So I am trying to find a way for me to continue to live stream and make videos, because I do have to pay my bills. That's just the way the world works. Let's see. I want the edges a little bit more. Let's do some more of this metallicness. There we go. So yes, I am trying to continue to do what I love, and that is inspire others to make these fun projects and come up with ideas and new stuff so that people have fun doing things. Okay? Hi, Shelly. So that's enough of that. Yes, I am trying to make a living here, is what I'm trying to do. I need to pay my bills. So I do need to dry this. This is way too pink for this. I need some orange. Way too pink. Do I have a little bit of orange-ish paint? Sorry guys, keep forgetting that I'm tethered. Do you guys like the new headset? Can you hear me better? it's really a cheap one. Alright, so don't like the copper. That was a mistake. And this is getting really wet. And there's a little corner out of it. Who knew? I got a defective piece of cardboard. Alright, so that's just going to have to do. It's a little not as... I need to color all my paper at the same time is what I need to do. Okay, so I am... This is it's just cardboard. Courgette cardboard. BJ, I need to put the heat gun on, so let me mute it just a second so that you don't hear all the noise, and I will come right back. All right. I'm trying to get this project done by the end of the stream. Wish me luck, because, you know, it's the way my day is going here. All right, so we're getting the stamps back out, and I like the stamps that I used, so I am going to use those again. Hello, Linda. And this cardboard that I am using is very grooved. It's not taking all the stamp. It's not connecting to all of it. But we're just gonna pretend like that's what we were going for. With the super chat, no, they do take, YouTube takes a cut. They take some of that, but the tip jar fees do seem like they are much less. PayPal, when I sell my items through PayPal, it's for every transaction, it's 30 cents and 2.9% of the amount of money. So the tip jar doesn't take quite that much. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's not quite that much. So. So let me put some circles on. I like that little, this one. I have to put that one on because that one was pretty cool. Patreon is coming along. I do have I have been doing, how do I want to say it? Sorry. Can I stamp and talk at the same time? Is that possible? I do have someone that I chat with. Oh, and I just got paint on my stamp pad here. Darn it. Darn it. I do have you ordered watercolor pencils from Amazon and they sent you nutcrackers? Nutcrackers? What? Ooh, I like that black. That black was good. You're kidding, right? Nutcrackers? How do you mix up nutcrackers and watercolor pencils? How is that even possible? Oh, thank you, Cheryl. I do appreciate it. It is fabulous. I'm blown away. You are so very generous, and I do appreciate everything. It helps me to pay my bills and to continue making videos. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart. You are very sweet. You have no idea. How do you mix up nutcrackers and watercolor pencils? I mean, they're not even on the same shelf, right? Yes, PayPal does charge too to get the money out, so yes, everybody, everybody takes a cut, no matter where you give money. There's other people that take a percentage of it. I will be getting out some new collage packs here. I was trying to do that yesterday and then got distracted with a new book. So that was my bad. So, oops. And I am putting together some of the, see, I don't like this one as much. What did I do differently? I don't like this one so much. Where's that little circle one? Ooh, let's do some triangles. I think it's the Corrugate, the cardboard. I think that's what it is. It's kind of distracting my eyes here. Ooh, bye, Linda. Congratulations again. Have fun with baby. Oh, to be around a baby again. It's been a long time for me. Alright, I kind of like that a little bit more with the triangles. Alright, so let me get this stuff out of the way. And this one I did, need to do at least 2.5. Let's see. And it is actually wider, so let me cut some of that off so I don't have the same problem. Like that. So let me do 2.5 this time. Oh, I bet it was supposed to be this way. Because the grooves are going to want to bend that way. Can we do it that way? We're going to do it that way. All right. 2.5. Might need to take a little bit more of that off because it's going to be too wide again. Problems, nothing but problems. Let's take that much off of it. Let's make it a little tiny book. All right. Can't throw that away, even though I can't use it. All right. So now it is all right. So I'm going to do 2. I almost did it the wrong way. 2 almost 2.5. Almost 2.5. Same thing for over here. 2. There we go. That's better. And fold that really well. So now we're going to have a little tiny little thing. All right. And let's get our little pieces of paper together. 4 for each signature. Kind of mix them up a little bit so they're not the same colors, not the same height. That one's similar to that one. All right, we can do this. That's 5. 6. 7. That's too similar. That one there. 8 and one more. The little ones here. And I've got some extras. I've got a couple extras that I might just put in a couple of the signatures. All right. So I've got this little cover. And I've got 9 piles of signatures. And I am not going to measure anything. Absolutely not going to measure. I'm just going to start poking holes where I think they should go. Now I need my little push pin to do that, and my phone book. Got my signature, my cover here, and I'm going to press holes, and I'm going to kind of use this as a guideline to how wide my signatures will be. I need another wide one. So let me use that. So it gives me an idea about where to poke the holes. So that is the center. And this one is the center of this one in the center of the spine. And this one is the center about there. And then I'm going to do 3-hole pamphlet stitch for these. So I need the other 2 holes. So I'm going to guesstimate about there and there. I'm going to guesstimate about there and there. So I'm just doing the center line. Guesstimating about how far apart those will be. If you can see that, I've just done the center. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to poke a hole on either side of each one of those so that I have room for all 9 signatures. So I'm just kind of guesstimating. Make sure that the holes are on the spine and that they're going all the way through. I haven't been checking, but I'm hoping that they're going all the way through. So they're not straight. They're going to be a little wonky, and I think that adds character to the book. Makes it interesting. It's more interesting when they're not absolutely perfect. I like them that way. Okay, so I'll show you one more time what I did here so that you can see. I lined up the 3 signatures so I knew about how much room they would need, and I guesstimated the 3 holes for each of those 3 signatures. And then I poked a hole on either side so that I've got all my holes poked to sew in these signatures. Okay? That's what I did. There's some extra pieces of that over there. And I am going to, I'm going to keep that over here just in case I need to poke through. I am going to use, I found this in my beading, it's Dual Duty Plus button and carpet thread. So it's pretty strong, and it is in black. So I am going to use that to sew in the signatures. And again, I am not going to measure anything, so that everything's going to be a little wonky and a little fun. It's going to be fun. It's fun to not have everything all planned out precisely, so it's all perfect. All right, so I'm using this thread, and I'm going to gather up one of the signatures, and I haven't poked any holes in here yet. So I'm going to line up the pieces of paper in the signature where I want them, and I am going to go right through what I think is the center. Okay. Hi, Marky. This is how I sew together the 3-tier books. I do usually measure just a little bit more on these, but this one's a wonky one. So I am going to do the bottom or the top row first, and I'm going to start from one side, go to the middle, and then go to the other side. Okay? So I went through the middle of the signature. I'm going to go through the middle hole here. And there is a video showing how I do the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. I poke holes in the valley. I hang on to my little pieces, you know, and I didn't even measure to see if it was going to be enough stuff in here. And I am just poking holes wherever I want through the signature and doing a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. And I'm trying to do it really fast. So I have to thread the middle ones usually, so I can get through the holes that I already have there. So threading each little piece of paper through the hole. Okay. And then tighten it up. Oh, see, I've got a loop here. It's a good thing I looked, because I've got a loop. I need to make sure that everything's tight. Like that. Okay. Make sure that I've got a tail on each side of the thread, and then do a knot. Just a little square knot. Just a little wonky. Why are you teasing me about wonky? I don't want it perfect. I want it unperfect. I think it makes it a little bit more cool that way. So that's my first signature. My hands are horrible. And I'm not going to need this book, so let me get it out of the way. Pretty easy to poke a hole through these pieces of cardstock. So this is my guesstimating the pamphlet stitch. So you can see that it is in there. You're counting? Okay, then I'm not going to say it anymore. Teasing me. Guys. This one looks too much like this other one here, so I'm changing that one out. I'm just going to change that one out. Arrange my papers here to where I like the way they look together, and putting a hole through the center. Through the center of the cover. I'm going to put a hole in the valley there, because it's easier to do the valley ones. And then I'm going to go through the cover and that hole that I just made. Make another hole in the bottom of the signature. Through the cover. Now I have done this a few times. So take some practice, and then you guys will be doing this as fast and as, well, obviously I'm not doing it as fast as I would like. And it's easy. And when you have some practice behind you, it really does get to be pretty easy. Try to make sure I've got tail on both sides of my thread. Is it on there tight enough? Make my knot. Hello, Kathleen. My hands are never going to come clean. Cut off my tails. You think I can get it done by the end of the stream? Wish me luck, you guys. Oh, I was going to put these other pieces of paper in there. Oops. Okay. Okay, this needle, the eye has collapsed, and it's hard to thread. That's better. Yeah, it had collapsed. Okay, so I'm going to take one of these pieces of paper and put it over here so I can use up all these little pieces in this project. Of course I can. You think I can? I'm going to go like crazy here. I'm going to stop talking so I can get it done. I have a habit of trying to say everything that I'm doing, but after saying it 10 times, I guess I don't have to say it anymore, right? You guys know what I'm doing, right? You guys got it figured out. You've done this a few times yourselves. I've seen the books you guys made. I know that you can do it too. And I would love to see more of your projects. So please keep posting them in Art Experiments because I do love seeing all of those projects. I really do. I have not had a chance to spend as much time as I would like in there looking at stuff. I've had my nonsense going on. But I do enjoy, when I do get the chance to go in there and see stuff, I do enjoy seeing all your wonderful projects. Love it. So keep posting. So much fun to share. Get inspired by all of you and each other. Yes, the needle is much better than the other one. Alright, so let me take that one and an extra piece. Oh, yeah, they might. Oh, no. Now, if you have watched, what is it called, guys? The video that I did for the guidelines. What was that called? Vicki, what's that called? The guideline video. Now, if you have watched that, you know that I say everyone in the group is at a different level. We all understand what it's like to be a beginner. Please do not be afraid to post your stuff. We all know how tough it is. And I do want to say that when you're doing a project, you know all those little spots that just didn't turn out exactly how you wanted them to. But someone who's looking at that project for the very first time is not going to know where those spots are, and it won't be really obvious to them. They'll see a completely different project than what you see. So it helps to post your work and let people see what you're doing. It inspires other people to start doing stuff too. And just because you see where all those little bits were that didn't turn out exactly the way you wanted it to, does not mean that anybody else is even going to know or see that. Okay? The first post is the hardest. I know. Try making videos. The first one is the hardest one to make. After some practice, it gets easier. It really does. A little bit of practice goes a long, long way. Okay. Should I get off the soapbox now, guys? Don't be afraid to post your stuff. We've got a lot of beginners, and we know that. Beginners do some really great projects too. Just because you're a beginner doesn't mean you're not doing neat stuff. Oh. Okay? Okay. Just saying. And the group is a great place to get feedback too. If you're having problems with a project that you're working on, just don't know what it is that you're not enjoying, or you want to change or something, let somebody else take a look at it and see what they see. That's a great group we've got going on over there, a great group of people. They do some wonderful, if you're asking for feedback, they are really great about answering questions and giving feedback and giving suggestions on what you can try, what you might want to think about. Great group over there. You guys are all really, really great. Some great projects. You blow me away a lot of times. You blow me away. Let's try to thread the needle where the eye actually is. It might be a little more helpful. Actually, let's put that one. Nope. Nope. It's that one. It's that one. Got another piece that looks kind of like that, but oh well. We're not going to notice it, right? Only I am going to know that those two pieces are too close together. No one else will notice it, right? They are. It's a great group of people in there. They share some wonderful projects. They are wonderful about giving feedback when it's asked for. They're very supportive. It's a wonderful group. And I wish I could spend more time in there myself. And I'm hoping after this month that I will be able to. I'm going to have some collage packs out in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to have some calendar signatures, napkin packs, book pages packs. And the fish bits are always out there, so I can't guarantee that I can get to the post office to mail things out as quickly as I need to, but hopefully it won't be too much of a problem. But I am planning on getting some stuff out there, organizing my room. I am finding things that I really don't need and putting things aside. I'm thinking I might put together some grab bags of some stuff that I don't know if I will ever use. Projects that I started and just have moved on. That kind of thing. Still thinking about all that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Am I going to make it? I've got 3 more signatures. I can do it. Right? I can do it. Okay, those 2 pieces are way similar. Way similar. Oh, that is funny, Ada. That is way funny. Willy Wonky and the Tiny Bits Factory. Oh, that made me laugh. That's funny. That's too funny. Oh dear. Bye, BJ. I hope it's going to be a good book. I've got sparkly stuff on my hands. I think I use spray inks on the pages, and it's coming off on my hands a little bit. Oh well. I've got ink, I've got paint. I'm just a little messy over here. Things are just a little messy. Uh-oh, I only have 10 minutes. Can I do it in 10 minutes? Oops. Where is my holes? There they are. There they are. The last pages are a little bit more difficult to do because you're fighting with the rest of the pages and the cover and all that stuff. Again, all it takes is just a little bit of practice. And you too can do one of these little books. I kind of wanted to do a junk journal type book with this 3-tiered idea. I had some book pages and stuff over here ready to put together, and it just takes me a little bit longer than I plan on. Things don't ever go as fast as you would like, you know? Oops, that needs to be tightened quite a bit. There we go. You know, I wish things would go a whole lot faster sometimes. As I had another 3-tiered book planned with book pages. I can show it to you real fast after I finish here. Just one more to go. I'm gonna make it. I really feel like I'm gonna make it. And I have a pink book. All of those are same size on this side here. I need to change them up just a little bit. All right. What's easy like driving a car? Oops. Oops. Okay, can't find my hole here. Yeah, fighting all the rest of the pages. But it can be done. You just tell them who the boss is here. Stay where you need to be and get out of my way, and no one will get hurt. Right? And that no one, of course, is me. I want to show you this other book that I'd hoped to get to today. See, I always have like 2 or 3 projects that I wanted to do and only end up doing one. Isn't that the truth? You know, I always have more than projects than I'm able to do. Because I think, oh, it's going to take me half an hour to do that. 2 hours later, I'm finally finishing. All right. So, here we go. And it needs to be pressed. It wants to fly open. You can't, usually I put my books under weights, like put books on top of it for a while, and then it will stay closed a little bit more. I think I need to do some more stamping on there. But here is the book. Ooh, you guys are funny. You guys are hilarious. Teasing me. Teasing me. And I can leave it like that, or add more stuff to the pages. Hey, Christoph. I probably will be selling this page here is just a little too long. I need to trim it just a tad. Just a little bit. Yeah, I like that better. And I like the way that all the pages are different sizes and all that stuff. So yeah, I think I've got a ton of cardboard, a lot of cardstock. I need to start putting the card, painting and doing some stenciling and stuff, and I'll be able to do that with 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. Get some cardstock painted up and stuff. Painted papers. This would be really fun with the painted papers. Oh, a bunch of cuts from marbled papers would be really neat in there too. Yeah. So, painted papers would be great. I wanted to get to Well, see, I had another one. This one's blue, and I will be painting this one up and putting the pages for that one together. Here's the cover that I need to paint still. Oops, I'm losing my paint here. Sorry. And like I said, you could do this with scrapbook paper. It would be really cool with scrapbook paper. And I did kind of want to do one in a junk journal kind of style. And here was the cover with some book pages on there. And I was just going to make the book pages the pages in the book with different kinds of paper, encyclopedias and dictionary pages in different languages and some math book things. So I was kind of hoping that I would get more time to do this one as well, but that will be another one. So I think I might need to put some more book pages on the cover before I do something with it, and I do some stamping. We like the stamps, right? Do I give dimensions? I don't really go with dimensions. I just kind of cut a piece of cardboard, whatever size I kind of want the book, and to go from there. Or I found some of these pages. I found these pages in a box that I was going through. And I decided that I was going to do the 3-tier book with these because this is how I found them. And so I measured the widest part of, or the tallest, which is about this 3 inches tall. So if I want to make a 3-tier book with 3-inch pages, I'm going to have to make it at least 9 inches tall with a little bit more, 1/4 of an inch or a 1/2 inch, so that there's enough space in between each of the signatures and there's a little bit of space on the top and the bottom. So I don't necessarily give dimensions for a whole lot of anything. They just turn out as big as they get. So the little mulberry paper book is, okay, it is, oh, that was the right side. It is 5 inches tall and 1 3/4 inches wide. This little one that isn't finished yet is 3.5 inches tall by 2 inches wide. This guy here is 8.5 inches tall by 3 1/4, a little less than 3 1/4 wide. And this little guy ended up being, you saw how I did this. I did not measure how big the cover was going to be. I just kind of cut the piece of cardboard. So this one is 5 3/4 tall by almost 2.5 inches wide. Okay. And this guy will be about 7.5 inches tall, and he will probably be, I want to say, about 3 inches wide. So I might not put 3 signatures in this one. I might just do like I did here, just put a single signature all the way down. Just make it a super thick signature. Do it that way. So, thanks everyone. Tall and narrow. That's what the three tiered books. Here's the cover that I'm going to have to put something in. I mean, I've made this cover. I might paint up some papers and put those in here. I might make a junk journal out of this. This one is 6 inches tall by about 2 1/4 inches wide. So yes, this is a great project for all kinds of scrap paper. Scrap little tiny bits of paper that we just don't know what to do with. Here's another little book that's got little scrap bits of paper in. I haven't sewn in the signatures yet, but I'm really into right now. I just want to make little books. I don't know what it is, but that's where my creativity, I guess, is directing me. I just want to put together some little books. That's all that I want to do. And so that's keeping me sane at this point. Doing, I wake up and I wake up. You like the little black and white one? Isn't he cute? Maybe I should make a little junk journal out of him. A little black and white one. Yeah. Just a little baby. I started doing some stenciling and putting some color on the pages. Haven't done very much yet. Some stamping. I think I did a little bit of stamping and stenciling. I think I wanted to add a little bit of color to this one. Just to have a little bit of fun. I don't know. I don't have no plans. I just kind of start doing something. That's how I work. So thanks everyone for being here and making little books with me. I look forward to seeing all your little 3-tiered books. It's not very hard to do. It really is not very hard to do. I pretty much did that entire book in 2 hours. I pretty much did. The only thing I didn't do was paint the papers inside first. That's the only thing that I didn't do. I cut them apart too. So it doesn't really take that much time. Of course, it takes a little bit of practice to get them going that fast, but you'll get there. You really will. Thanks everyone. I will see you on Sunday. I look forward to seeing all the pictures of all these wonderful books in Art Experiments. Have a wonderful week. Thanks for watching.